For this lesson, you are going to explore headers and footers and adding page numbers and page counts to a document. So I pulled up a template, a science lab report template. It has multiple pages, so this is a good document to demonstrate with. So what are headers and footers? Headers and footers are areas of the document that are defined by your, that are found in the margins of your document. By default, every Google Doc has a top, bottom, left, and right margin of 1 inch. So that's where your header and footer information appears. So if I just click at the top of my document here, I'm automatically in the header. So it's very easy and fast to get into your header. Same thing with the footer. You'll see the little gray line, and that is separating the regular part of your document with the footer area. Okay, the other way to find that is under the Insert menu, Header and Page Number option. So here I can also select Header, and it will jump me to the header of my document. So what is a header? Well, header, whatever I type in this area of my document is going to appear on every page. Now, the exception to that is if I have a report like this where I don't want that information on the very first page, I can identify that here. So I'm going to leave that on so you can see what happens. And I'm just going to type in. And so so what's interesting is that because I had that checked, the information I put on the first page is different from the information I put on the second page. And what I put here then shows on the rest of the pages. Now let me take that off, and you can see this change. Now I may not want anything in this page, okay? So I would go ahead and turn that on, and I would delete this. Let me get rid of that, okay? And then I would go down to this page and type in maybe my name. Since this is a report, there's already a place for my name on the title page, so having it at the top of this piece of paper would really be redundant. So I can see now that my name is going to appear on the top of every page. It's in the header section of my document. So that's a very simple use of using that header. Now let's look at how we would add page numbers and the number of pages to my document. So I'm going to go to the Insert menu and go down to Page Number. So there's 4 icons here, and these icons represent where the page number is going to appear. These first 2 here indicate that it will be at the top of the document in the header section. I want mine to be at the bottom of the document in the footer section, so I'm going to select either of these 2. Now, the difference between these is that it would start numbering with the first page if I chose this item. This option here would ignore that first page, assuming that's like a title page or something, and would start numbering on the second page of the document. I'm going to go ahead and select the first one, but I encourage you to experiment so that you can find the setting that you want. So here I have page 1, page 2, and page 3. Now, the other thing I would like to do is to put in how many pages are in my document. So I'm going to just type in the word of and the space there. And now I'm going to insert the page count. So Google's keeping track of how many pages I have in my document. So this says 1 of 3. I could even type in at the beginning the word page 1 of 3 if I wanted it to be a little bit more text in there. So you can see I've got, oops, and it didn't show on my others because this is checked. So in this case, I want them all to be the same. So let's just do that again. 1 of, insert, page count. And remember, I typed in the word page 1 of 3. So now let's see. Okay, now they're all the same. So that little check mark can make a huge difference in what your document looks like. So just get comfortable with it. Now, how do I know if it's really working? Well, if I wanted to, I can go down after this last page and just do insert page break, and my numbers should change. You'll see my header appeared on the new page. I now have 4 pages in my document, and this last one is page 404. So that's a real quick way to make sure that my page numbering is working if this is new to you. And when I'm checking your documents, if there's something kind of interesting about or hinky with yours, I'll do that very same thing is I'll just insert a new page to make sure that you've used those tools correctly. So that's how easy it is to add page numbers, to add the number of pages in a document, and to add header information. Explore this different first page header information, first page footer information until you have the document looking the way that you will need it for your students. Hopefully this video helps you complete this lesson more easily.